Hi, welcome. So glad you're with us as we prepare for the high holidays in this month of Elul and focus on some of the great liturgy, that treasure house of prayer that is contained in the Machzor. And I'm honored to join with Chazan Alberto Mizrahi as we discuss Adon HaSlichot. It's a prayer that was written by our great commentator Ibn Ezra. And in it, there is this focus on God's greatness. And in fact, every letter of the alphabet will give another name of God and also part of God's attributes. God is the one who knows our hearts. God is the one who reveals our innermost thoughts. God is the one who knows us better than we know ourselves. Chatanu lefanecha. We have sinned before you, Rachem Aleinu, but God, be merciful for us and upon us. This is such a powerful prayer, and yet, when we come to the Ne'ilah service and we're hearing this prayer leading us into this final service, you would expect a sadder, kind of more chilling tune. But here at Anshe Emet, we're privileged to hear the Sephardic melody. How do you understand that, Alberto?
In so many ways. The Sephardim have always had a more positive, I think, way of davening. You know, they think of, oh, this is Ne'ilah. We're good. Look, we lived through all of Yom Kippur. Let's do it. The only thing I'm going to say to be sure that I'm doing something correct, I use Adon HaSlichot. Most of the other people use the other one. I forgot what it is already, but there's a different Sephardic melody that's used by most Ashkenazim too. I use Adon HaSlichot because I feel that saying all these words about God and what is God, who is God, and what is He to me, and God is love. God loves us, and this is why, because He forgives sins. He does this, He does that. Until you build up to this thing. But this is done in Slichot for the week before Rosh Hashanah. They do it every day, except Shabbat. And I said, I don't want to do that other tune. I really think this says what I want to say at Ne'ilah. You know, as we're after all that, the fasting and the davening and the crying and the feeling. This brings us back to, oh, thank God, there's a happiness coming.
So part of God's greatness then is God's willingness to forgive us.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not just about God's strict justice, which is, not an unimportant theme of Yom Kippur, but it's also this rachem, that God is merciful.
Absolutely.
And so we celebrate that idea as a community that, as imperfect as we are, as flawed as we are, as human as we are, that God will ultimately forgive us if we come with a pure heart, a contrite heart.
I think that's exactly what this is doing. Yes. He who works redemption, who sees the future, who calls out the generations, who rides in the heavens, who hears prayers, who is pure in knowledge. We have sinned before you. Have mercy on us. That's how it ends.
So the prayer that leads us to the very beginning of Slichot is the prayer that we bookend.
Yes.
At the end.
Yes.
Let's hear it.
Rachum v'chanun chatanu lefanecha rachem aleinu. Adon HaSlichot bochen levavot gole amukot דובר צדקות, חטאנו לפניך, רחם עלינו. חטאנו לפניך, רחם עלינו. הדור בנפלאות, ותיק בנחמות, זוכר ברית אבות, חוקר כליות. חטאנו לפניך, רחם עלינו. טוב ומטיב לבריות, יודע כל הנסתרות, כובש עוונות, לובש צדקות. חטאנו לפניך, רחם עלינו. מלא זכיות, נורא תהילות, סולח עוונות, עונה וצורות. חטאנו לפניך, רחם עלינו. חטאנו לפניך, רחם עלינו. פועל ישועות, צופה עתידות, קורא הדורות, רוכב ערבות, השומע תפילות, תמים דעות. חטאנו לפניך, רחם עלינו. חטאנו לפניך, רחם עלינו.
Chazan and I are very much aware of the fact that this Yom Kippur, we won't be able to greet you here in the sanctuary or in the community hall on this holiday. But as we come to this moment, we wish each of you an easy fast. And those traditional words, Gamar Chatima Tova, are in our hearts, that all of us should be sealed for a year of fulfillment, a year of joy, and most of all, in this year, a year of health as well. We look forward to celebrating together when we can be together in the same room. But for this year, we wish you a Shana Tova, a happy, healthy year, and may all of us be sealed for the good.